once again, back at it. Day 16. No more green. Ha! With ease. I mean, after day 10, 11, it started to get a lot easier. So yeah, man, I gotta talk about something today. Blessing blockers. Blessing blockers, We got these people around us, man. I got a story about an old friend tonight. And actually a couple interactions I had today, where these people, wow, don't share the good news. Don't share the good news. Do not share it. Keep it to yourself. Because people are just, human beings are like under a spell right now, man. I don't know if it's with time and maturity that I see it more, or that it's increasing due to the times that we're in, because this is crazy. Can't show that you're happy in front of certain people. Nobody wants to celebrate any of your wins. Like, don't even say you're having a good day around certain people. I mean, this is getting crazy now. I have a close friend of mine, and he's very nonchalant. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. He's always brushing everything off, But what I'm realizing now is that he's right. Because everybody is full of it. Nobody is happy for anybody, I heard from Grant Cardone a long time ago, maybe a couple years back, 2-3 years back, and I was watching a video of him, and he says, once you congratulate success, you can have it. Meaning, once you can celebrate the success around you, the success of other people, the work of other people, the accomplishment of others that are not yours, it's like something happens in the atmosphere where you're now less focused on yourself, and you're able to look at other people's wins and learn from it, appreciate it, understand that they had to go through, A to Z to get there. It's not just because. I find that's an issue with people these days, is there's a lot of people assume things are just because, No, it's the trials, tribulations, the challenges that these people had to go through to get to a certain destination. So I feel like it takes a lot of, strength and character to really, be able to see the success of others and not take it the wrong way. To see it as a beacon of hope, a beacon of light. Whereas so-and-so did this, hey, this idea or this dream I have of mine is, it's not impossible. I just have to start somewhere. I need to take the steps. I need to be consistent. I need to believe in myself. And that's that, because so I feel like when I heard Grant Cardone say that a long time ago, 2-3 years ago, in a video I watched of his, it kind of like made a light bulb go off in my head, and there's a lot of bodybuilders and entertainers and stuff that I watch, and it's like, up until a certain point, I wasn't always necessarily happy for them, I was more, kind of had, element of criticism to me, I wasn't celebrating their success just yet, I was more learning from certain people, implementing certain advice, but I wasn't really happy for them, we'll say, right? I wasn't there yet. However, when I heard Grant Cardone say these words to me, once you celebrate success, you can have it. Meaning, it's like if you're able to appreciate it and not be egotistic and see it in someone else and appreciate, congratulate, don't hate, congratulate. If you're able to do that, it's like things just start to manifest for you. I can't really explain it, the universe works in mysterious ways, as they say, you know. So does the Most High. Very mysterious. So I think it all has to do with where your heart is at, So if your heart is in a good place and you're moving with good intentions, things seem to fall into place a little bit more for you. So what I've been observing the last 24 hours, just certain people are just so stuck in their ways. They're so stuck in their own little ego where they have to be the best and everyone else's success is just because and they're lucky. So they're not able to appreciate anything outside of themselves, so their heart is not in the right place in order to manifest and receive certain gifts, So in turn, what do they get? They basically receive the energy and the thoughts that they have. They receive the same in return of, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, that person's lucky, or that person is, more talented than me. Whatever thoughts that they have, that's all they seem to attract the same thing over and over and over. So me, for myself, when I started to be more like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should appreciate that this person started their YouTube channel or whatever example, 5 years ago, That's a good example. Go to some of the best YouTube channels or Instagram accounts, whatever, but go all the way back if you can. It might be too long to scroll, it might take days. But some YouTube accounts or whatever, you can go to the videos and you can go back all the way to when they started. Look at how many videos, Shout out to TerryJoelJunior. Congratulations, you just passed 40K on YouTube. Congratulations, TerryJoelJunior. Shout out to him, And I made an observation just checking out his channel. I gave him a call one time. We spoke on the phone. We chopped it up, and I mentioned to him. I said, "Hey man, you're at like over 1,000 videos. Like that's crazy." So think about that. Yeah, you just hit 40K, which is a great milestone, but people don't understand, see, or appreciate the work and the process that it takes to get there. They just see the numbers. They don't understand what it takes, That's what I see. That's what I think people are lacking these days. It's like you gotta put in the work, So I find it's like it's just coming to me now. I think a lot of people know that they're not willing to put in the work, and they're not that kind of person, They're not in a good place in their life, in their head. Things are not going their way. So nowhere in their mind is it any, any bit of a thought of, hey, I'm going to try this and I'm going to make it, because they're not in the right place for that. But me, when I started to observe and study people more that I would look up to, admire, watch, follow, receive inspiration from, that's what I started to do. I started to realize, understand and appreciate, hey, look, there's 1,000 videos here. Like, that's a lot of work. You know, his channel, TerryJoelJunior, his channel only started taking off after what, a year or so? I mean, that's a lot of work. The man put in the work. Once you put in the work and you're consistent and you don't give up, I mean, you reap the benefits, you leave the rest in the dust. And I think this is just something that people just don't realize, they don't understand. They don't take the time to think, hey, so the point I'm trying to make is that people are just, I think, I think the people that I'm talking about are the people that have already accepted they're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to do the unthinkable. They're not willing to make certain things happen. You know what I mean? It's like they're just, I don't know, they don't have it in them. So they already accept that they're throwing in the towel, they don't care, they give up, whatever you want to call it, and then they'll never be happy for you. They'll never be happy for your success. They'll never be happy for you having a good day. They'll never be happy that you were walking along the sidewalk and found 20 bucks. Like, don't even share it with them, because you're just gonna like you're just gonna upset them. It's just gonna rub them the wrong way when all you're doing is making conversation. But most people, like I said, it's like they have a spell on them, especially these days. More and more as time goes by, it's just the clarity is just like no other. I'm just like, wow, I can't even, this is my longtime friend from whatever. I was supposed to hang out with somebody tonight, and I had to kind of, make it short. And I realized, all he's doing is complaining, complain. And it's funny because I was talking to him on the phone maybe a couple of weeks back, and he was complaining about his father, telling me, oh, my father did this, my father did that, da 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 da, whatever, this, that, and the third. Like father, like son. Because tonight when I saw him, you know, it's just complain, unhappy, just, I don't even understand. Like, it's crazy, and this is like a longtime friend, but now it's clicking in my head. Hey, maybe time to let go, you know, cut your losses, because you can't help these people. They're where they are, and whatever your blessings are, wherever you're meant to go, we can't bring them with us, as much as we'd like to, of a heart that, as good of a heart that you have. You can have the biggest heart on the planet, remember Rich Piana, another guy I looked up to, his heart was, 3 times the size of a normal human being's. No matter how big your heart is, you can't change people. You can't change their destination. You can't change their perspective. You can't change their mentality. It's up to them, you know. So I mean, that's what I have to say for today. I think it's best that we keep our blessings, our talents, our good days, our happiness, our bubbly moods, we keep them to ourselves, because people don't have nothing to add to it. If nothing's going well for them, they don't want to hear it, and they're not interested. They don't care about nobody but themselves. Day 16 in the bag. That's it. That's all. I wish you all health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance. I'm out.